This week, Argentina came back from 2 goals and won in the last minute. And the first thing half of the world said was, "It was rigged." And that happens every time they win. And for the long time, I heard that as an insult. Now I just understand it as a tax you need to pay. Because when you come from a place that refuses to lose, the world doesn't clap for you at first. It wants to watch you fall. And when you win anyway, it goes looking for a reason why it doesn't count, and that little asterisk they can put next to your name. I am from that place. So this is just me betting on myself out loud on this channel and growing it on purpose until it's too big that I cannot even wave it away. And the day that it works, somebody's gonna call that rigged too. Good. Quick thing, if you're new here, my name is Ivan and I live in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And for 5 years, I sold enterprise software across 7 countries. And this channel is one thing. Watch me build a real business on AI in public, and I report the real number every week. That's the whole idea. Let me show you what I actually mean with a country that refuses to lose. 2 goals down, 11 minutes left, Messi already missed his penalty, and nobody in that stadium started leaving because of that. Because where I'm from, you don't get to decide that it's over just because a scoreboard is showing it that way. So for example, when things actually started to go very well for me, I moved abroad on my own, closing deals, people said I didn't even have a business and closed. I kept hitting the same wall. The better it went, the more everyone around me needed a reason to say it didn't really count. Because I got lucky, because I knew the right person, because the timing was easy. And that used to eat me. Until one day that it kind of flipped on me, because I realized that people digging for a reason on why your wins don't count are actually telling you something. They don't do that to the guy who's losing. And that dig is the receipt. So if I actually want to live like that and not just say it in front of a camera, I have to take the part that nobody wants. Because the second you say out loud that you're going for it, people come for you. I used to fold, and it would take one comment, somebody saying like, "Who does this guy think he is?" And I would just quietly take the post down or like block that person, report the comment. And that's not a thing I do anymore. It took months, but the criticism just stopped to have anywhere to land on my page. If someone is annoyed enough to type something on my video, it usually says I said something real. And being real nowadays, I think it's the whole point. I come from a country that plays better the more the world wants it to lose. And I just decided I'm gonna run my whole life with that same setting. So this is the bet, and you can check every single number that I will give you from now on. Right now, about 15,000 people follow me across 8 platforms. And I built most of that in a year, almost by accident, because for 5 years, systems were always my edge. I am the database guy. And I still never ran my audience like it was a job or it really mattered to track. But that's done. The goal out loud, 100,000 followers across everything. And every coach I paid has told me the same thing. Pick one platform, go all in on LinkedIn or Twitter or TikTok or whatever. I'm not doing it. If I'm gonna put all this work anyway, I want every single person who could find me to get the chance, because I genuinely don't know where my audience is. And neither do you about yours. Oh, and something else. About a channel doing 200 views, people love to laugh at small numbers. 200 people watching you is not small. You would sweat presenting at work to 20 people. And this is that room 10 times over every single day. So as I'm only one person, I did the only move I had, which is building the machine that helps me do it. In my terminal, with Claude, I have a system that ships content to all of it every day. About 50,000 of my own photos and videos that I take in throughout my life. It drafts, my phone buzzes, and I say go or I say no. And this is the part I'm actually proud of. While I sit here talking to you, the same system is doing real work in the background. It stitched a birthday film for my dad of that 50,000 clip library that I mentioned before, hunting down the exact seconds where his voice is on tape. Or another example, it took that Argentina game from the top of this video and shipped a reaction that I filmed to every platform that I'm on in the same time that it takes most people to brainstorm one single caption. And it helps me write out a newsletter that goes in its own schedule, whether I'm at the keyboard in my computer or at a dinner table. And I'm one person, and the work compounds while I actually live my life. And I'll be honest about why I'm really doing this. I started months ago, and I told myself that none of this mattered, and it was just testing this out, that maybe will be my strategy. And I'm only now admitting that this is for me, and I really want to pay attention to it. Not for a niche, not for a brand, not for an ulterior motive, just for me. And the strange thing is, I used to believe you were a narcissist or self-centered if you were doing content, because at least that's what I saw with influencers. But I keep noticing that the more I build it for me, the more it seems to land with people who are actually trying to become themselves too. The same way I'm still becoming myself. And also the thing that took me the longest to understand is this or anything works only when it feels like play to you. The moment it turns into homework, into something that I have to grind and hustle and survive for, the work gets worse. And so do I. So I stopped forcing it. I don't chase the wrong rooms or the wrong people anymore. I move with the ones whose energy actually fits mine. And I let the timing be right instead of just forcing it to reality or pushing against it. The right connection tends to show up right when you stop forcing the wrong one. And that's not me being soft about it. It's just the most reliable way that I found the world works. And I have my own mantra, if you know me, that I always say that whatever is meant for you, you cannot fuck up. And whatever is not meant for you, God will take away. So the quest is simple and public. 15,000 followers to 100,000 followers across everything. And it sounds crazy now, but I did this back in October, if I can find the clip. And I said to myself, in a year, I would like to have 10,000 across platforms, and now I'm at 15. So I don't think there's any small goal here or too big of a goal, because maybe there could be more. Who knows? And I'll report the real number every episode, even the embarrassing ones. Like right now that I'm losing followers on Instagram because I didn't pay attention to it. Sorry about it. And the day that starts working, somebody's gonna call it lucky, rigged, or fake. Good. That's gonna be my receipt. It means that it's working. Oh, and the tool I'm building out of all of this, you'll be able to use it too. The waitlist is gonna be an incentive.lat/editor. The link is gonna be in the description below, but no pressure, nothing's live yet. Subscribe if you want to check my math. So human, welcome to my universe. We come from a land of winners. And if this whole thing flops in my face, I'll just blame the referee or FIFA or Messi. Bye.